Hey guys, this is a quick intro to the BoxABall tutorial and Reflex ball tutorial. This is the BoxABall. It's around £17. You can buy it on Amazon. Really cheap, really easy to use. I use it for a post-workout or just to get me warmed up usually. Really good for hand-eye coordination. Can be really tricky to get started on this and kind of hit the ball. I've heard loads of people have had problems. I've been doing this for about 6 months, so let's start and give you some of the tips and advice that I think you need to get started on it. So, first of all, you're going to have to be in square stance. Square stance is feet shoulder width apart. You've probably heard this before. Make sure that one hand's not closer to the ball and then the other hand, basically. So it's going to be the easiest stance that you can possibly be in to start hitting the ball and get used to your eyes, your head, and your hands all hitting the ball and getting the timing right. So, first of all, hold the ball out. Let it come back to your chest, and the first thing you're going to do is you're just going to hit the ball, meet the ball with your hand, trying to hit the middle of your knuckle. There's two ways to hit this. You can hit the ball like this with your knuckles sideways. Basically, this requires minimum effort to come from here to here, and there's no extra movement. The other movement is turning your knuckles over, just like you would if you were fighting or boxing. So if anyone's watching this that is a current fighter or a boxer or anything like that, obviously you want to turn your knuckles over. It is harder and there is an extra movement in that, but in the long run we're going to eventually get to that point with the extra tutorials, so it would be easier if you started with your knuckles over. So you're going to throw it out, you're going to hit the ball right in the middle of your knuckles, it's going to go out, it's going to come back to your other hand, you're going to hit the ball again. So I'm just going to give you a quick example. Get used to the time and get used to the speed, keep your eyes on the ball and just don't hit it too hard, just hit it quite softly and then you'll get used to it. Right, so that's the first one. You're going to do that for 2-minute rounds, and you're going to do that 3 times. You have 30-second. You can pick what you want in between that, but I have 30-second break in between. 2 minutes, just refresh my mind. Not about stamina or anything like that. Get comfortable with this. Do this until you can comfortably hit the ball without. You can do this. I could do this for 40-50 minutes without not hitting the ball once until I get tired, basically. So I'm comfortable with the next steps we're about to do. The next step you're going to do is you're going to hit the ball with one hand and you're going to put the other hand behind your back. This is going to help you in the future, and this is going to help you with hitting the ball softly so you know exactly where it's going to go for the next punch that you're going to do. And it helps you control. It's basically controlling the ball. So, throw it out. And just hit the ball quite softly. You can obviously hit it with power, but it's going to be harder to control. So just get used to it. Little tip, if you hit the ball and it hits like the side of your knuckle or the other side of your knuckle, you usually feel it. So when you hit it like that, it's going to go to the side. So obviously, if you do hit it and it goes like that, you're going to have to adjust your position that you stood in so you can change what you're doing. But for now, just hit the ball, switch it up. You can grab it, you can switch it to your left hand, put your other hand behind your back. Again, 2-minute rounds on this, on each arm. And get comfortable with it. Don't go to next steps before you're comfortable with the previous step. The next step we're going to be going to is how to switch between stances, and the most important part, how to get out of square, because square is going to limit our movement, and movement is going to help us get fit. We're going to be using BoxABall to help us get fit, so we want to be able to change to orthodox or southpaw. Orthodox is your lead left hand forward and your right hand back. And basically, it looks a bit like this. So this right hand's on the chin, this hand's kind of just in front of your face. Southpaw is your right hand forward and your left hand on your chin. So it's completely switching up. So we're going to start in square, and we're just going to throw it out. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to move to orthodox. Really important. Now this hand is closer to the ball than this hand, obviously. So this hand and my brain and my eyes have to get used to the ball going faster and coming back at this hand faster than it is at this hand. So it's actually easier to use this hand than it is my right hand. So my dominant hand is going to do more work than my backhand. Switch to southpaw. And what you want to do is just get used to and comfortable switching between stances so you can hit the ball. Do this for 3 2-minute rounds again. Become really comfortable at this process, and all the next steps become easier once you understand this process. The next one we're going to do the exact same stances, but all we're going to do is we're going to do something we did previously, which is hit the ball with one hand, but in orthodox or southpaw. So, throw the ball out. It's actually a lot easier than it is in square to hit the ball like this. Mainly because your hands are a lot closer to it. If you hit it really hard, it's going to come back a lot faster and it's going to be very difficult to keep your hands and eyes on it. But yeah, do again 2 minutes on each arm, and you can switch this up between the process. The goal of this obviously is to get the timing, get comfortable with hitting the ball, and mainly just start like little flurries of combinations, little rallies. And once you start getting little rallies going, you can start working on your movement. You can start working on blocking, elbows, which we'll get to later on in the videos. But yeah, this is basically because I didn't see any good BoxABall tutorials, and I've got a lot of friends with BoxABall, so hopefully there's a lot of people out there with them, and hopefully this is helpful. If it was helpful, please like and subscribe. If it wasn't helpful and you don't like it, dislike the video and tell me why. Put it in the comments. But thank you for watching, and we'll come back with another episode within a week. Bye.